What we know to be true at this time is that we're being browbeaten. Is browbeating? We're getting browbeated to death by ups and downs of these influencers with live videos mixed in to violate our safe space of boundary and personal space so that they can get something out of you or off of you. Understand what I just said. We're being browbeat by Kamala Harris and her team of influencers to take us extremely high in what would be called anxiety. That's why these kids do this. Because of people like Kamala Harris cause autism. Although what she did with the stepdaughter is obviously child abuse. She'll never admit it now because she's walking a runway. Oh. She'll never admit it now because now Kamala is up for possible presidency and she wants the benefits of her hard work of getting beat down as a child and a teenager. And so she's willing to suffer by making you all suffer. I mean, they gave her a fashion show walk. Oops, I forgot what I was talking about. We are dealing with the worst case of emotional distress in the United States of America. We're only going to focus on the United States of America, but everything in America directly affects the entire globe. And the Middle East is behind it because that's how they operate. Go take a listen to Mona Van's style of music. Go take a listen to an Iranian singer or a singer from the Middle East and the way they chant like a Palestinian. I literally showed you a map in comparison of the Middle East to the size of Palestine to the size of Israel with a discussion based on the fact that on October 7th or 6th, I think it was the 7th, 1,200 people by Palestine, Hamas supporters, abused Israel, and they're not going to allow their 1 mile distance in border from Palestine, they're not going to allow those people to abuse the Israeli people. It's just not going to happen. So if genocide is what you call it, no, Palestine is the place of no man's land where no Muslim ever wants to go, or they've been ostracized by their family. So they send them to Palestine. So it's embarrassing for us as United States of America to watch you behave on the streets, to watch Kamala lead the country with all that nonsense going on, to disrespect our civil rights, and to bring us into another level of energy that's associated to the Palestinian chanting, which they are completely mentally ill, to where we then have to watch Mona Van pose for erotica while Gary Vaynerchuk goes live all day today. While we have, what are you trying to soothe your guests, your customer service? So we're not interested. How many more trips are you going to go on with that woman and post about it? It's very disloyal to go on trips with another woman and then proclaim to live with her in another house while she shows off a diamond ring while you tell people that you're engaged. I mean, it's really hard for me to get through that through your thick skull, Gary V, that doesn't make any sense. That's delusion if you think otherwise. You're a man of your word. Word is bond. Well, your bond is about to be photographs of you at your wedding. And that'll seal the deal in the decision that you've made for your future so that you can show people what Mona Van's capable of, which I have already done. I've already shown you what she's capable of. There's no more to show you except for you giving her more power by showing up in a wedding dress and a suit. While she smiles from ear to ear when it's clear that you can't stand each other. However, you've decided to make that bed and lie in it. I don't give a shit if it's a lie or not. Lying is a deadly sin. It's very, 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 very wrong to lie. These people as influencers show off their provocative lifestyles of just deception. It's deception, despair, loneliness, and then expect you to model and mirror the behavior and then say words like, I'm a nice person, I'm sweet. Let me use a winky wink and a subtlety side eye where I then try to capture you as audience, where I teach you nothing except for do this. And then Gary Vee says, wow, what great content, babe. My love, babe, special, clean eat. Picture my special love, babe. Special, eat clean love, babe. Eat clean love, babe. Babe, my love. Wow, that's intelligence. Is that CIA intelligence? I mean, I'm not really sure how people can stand in front of Kamala Harris and carry on any form of conversation. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, tell me a little bit about that. Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah. It's so great. Yeah, great. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not normal. I know you're lonely and you want some attention, but that's not the kind of attention that anybody wants. Unless you're mentally ill. Unless you're mentally ill. Oh, check mark. Wow, you're so intelligent, yo. I think I'm getting really good at this. I think I am. Thanks, I appreciate that. All the weaving in and out of all the trajectory of this and then this and then that and then this and then look at Mona Van. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, Gary Vee, we're going on another trip. Okay, cool. Oh, Mona Van this and Mona Van that. Kamala Harris. Oh, yeah, well, here we are in the news broadcasting, and we're here talking, and Anderson Cooper's here, and David Muir, and we're like, and that's David Muir, and then we'll have to look at Anderson Cooper to give you some definite energy of what he's actually up to, and you really sit there and you listen to that shit. While he then influxes his voice up and down, right and left to make sure he is feeling the wave of what he needs to say, like an actor would, when he tells you that Riley Lakin was offed by a Kamala migrant. While this really pisses me off, and it is absolutely preposterous to me and horrific that you would laugh at this shit, that these migrants eat dogs in their countries. And that you're laughing that your dog is at risk from being eaten. We've already lost some geese and some swans. And you all think that's funny. That tells you what they're willing to do to those creatures and what they'd be willing to do to you. That's the message. They're coming from insane asylums and prisons. And you all as Americans think you're safe. You're not safe. The police are just pulling people over for traffic stops because of Kamala Harris.